Hey guys, welcome back. It's good to see you. Today I want to talk about breaking down your comfort zones. Now, this isn't a Tony Robbins, a Gary Vaynerchuk, you can do it, pep talk, that type of thing. This is the real practical hard work of what it looks like to break down comfort zones. And it's so simple. One easy rule. If it makes you uncomfortable, do it. Just do it. That doesn't mean do it all out. That doesn't mean do it the crazy way. That means just try it. Just try. Or I guess more along Yoda's way is do or do not. There is no try. Do it. Just do it. And Nike it, whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. If it makes you uncomfortable, do it. Let's talk about how this has played out for me. Starting with jiu-jitsu in the first place. Thinking about getting on the ground or getting up off the ground, like, gives me, or used to give me, anxiety. Like, I don't use that word a whole lot. It gave me anxiety. I would game plan around how to avoid getting on the floor, bending over and picking things up. Like, it's a long way down if you're 6'3". It's a long way down if you have to sit down or get up. It's a big deal. And so I would game plan my life avoiding that. And jiu-jitsu to me was like, hey, that thing that you have spent the last 17 years avoiding, how about you only did that? How about you only got on the ground and rolled around and bent your body in weird positions and stuff like that? And I thought, that's a great idea. Let's try that. So, first comfort zone, like, just smashing that one head on. Let's contact a jiu-jitsu gym. So I did. Then they responded and I ghosted them because I was like, maybe this isn't what I should be doing. So I waited like 2 weeks and they reached back out, thankfully. And I responded. I'm like, you know what? I got nervous. Let's try the trial. Let me show up. This is what I'm afraid of. And just a heads up. And so I signed up for it. And if you may have heard in another video, I was telling my wife in our date before my first class, like, I'm gonna die. Like, don't expect for me to be available for like the rest of the week after Monday, because after my first class, I'll probably die. Warm-ups, drilling, rolling, puking. Like, that's what I expected, and then a death shortly afterwards. So I pull up for my first class, no expectation or no true understanding of what to expect. Look in the mirror and I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm going to die. This is going to be awful. Uncomfortable. So what do? Just turn the van off. Go in. It's time. The class time is getting ready to start. Just go in. Just do it. I'll go in. Fantastic experience. Fantastic experience. What am I then worried about? Well, apparently we're also going to do some wrestling. My coach, as you've probably heard, 14 years of wrestling experience. We do wrestling. Jiu-jitsu competitions start from the feet. You have to learn how to do takedowns. You've got to learn how to control your hips. All of that stuff transfers into jiu-jitsu. We're also going to do some striking because it's a mixed martial arts gym, and this class is not just jiu-jitsu. And so I was like, I don't want to ever get punched in the face, so I don't really need to learn striking. I don't want to get damaged, and I don't want to damage other people. But we do striking, and I promptly wrist locked myself on accident punching a bag. So that was fun. But I just did it. You throw the punches. You do the things with your hips that you can't do because you've never done that. Uncomfortable. Takedowns this past Monday. We did takedowns and actual kind of full speed ones, and I've been avoiding that. He's been avoiding it, but we're like, gotta see if we can do it. And so I was nervous as all get out, but I did it. I mean, we had to modify a few things just to make sure that it was safe and not foolish, but it wasn't an avoidance. It was let's try it. Now, my shoulder really hurts today, and I'm pretty sure I did some damage. This is probably my first injury, but I did it, and I'm not afraid of it anymore. And through that process, I realized at the end of class, you know what? I can't avoid takedowns. We're going to have to do them. And I'm probably better suited to do them than most people. But realize that in a competition, in a match, you're going to have to do one maybe 2 takedowns, right? In a competition, if you go up a tournament, maybe you got to do like 5, right? You don't have to do 45 by drilling, 3 different ones 15 times, like we did in this hour at class. Like, that's not going to happen again. It's only a few, and I did that, so I can live through 1 takedown, 2 takedowns. It'll be okay. Broke that comfort zone. Before that class, I was like, I don't ever want to do takedowns. They're going to destroy me. Well, 45 of them hurt, and it's not the best thing. But I can do them, and I can definitely live through 1. Breaking down comfort zone. So whatever you hit, the things that scare you in jiu-jitsu and life, whatever it is, just try it. Just do it. You might have to modify things. You'll probably fail. That's how failing and doing things in general works. Every time we do a drill, I do something wrong, but that's how you learn. My knee's in the right spot. My hands are on the right spot. I'm not looking with my eyes in the right spot. My feet need to move. Whatever it is, but I'm not going to know that until I try it. So just do it. Whatever it might be that makes you uncomfortable, whether it's practicing moves on the cage for MMA day, whether it's striking, whether it's takedowns, whether it's bridging, whether it's learning how to shrimp rightly. Another one, I went to my first actual class that Thursday night for gi, where it's run a lot more traditional. And first thing we do, I've never done the warm-ups. My coach doesn't have us do traditional warm-ups in the mornings. We stretch, we kind of warm up on our own. But in this class, I've never done these things, right? So what's the first thing that we do? Rolling, like not spar rolling, but like tuck your shoulder and flip roll. And man, I look like a whale doing it. I do it with the wrong arm nonetheless, and just flop. Like I don't land on my feet. I just boom. It was embarrassing. I recognize that, and I'm not telling you that it won't be embarrassing. And if you watch my video, you hear me kind of talk through that. But did I just say, no, I'm not going to do that, or I don't need to warm up? No, I tried it, and I did it. I did it poorly, and he tried to show me the right way without holding up class too much. And I tried it, and I did better. But I ain't going to do that well for a little while. But I did it. Like, you learn. You just break down those comfort zones. And so next time, and each time after that something makes me more uncomfortable, I can look back in the past and be like, well, I tried all those things. I did all those things. I'm successful now at most of those things because I did it the first time and then learned and did it better. Now I can look back and say, oh, I did those. I can probably do this. In another video we're going to talk about, you are capable of so much more than you think you are. It is absolutely astounding. And the only way that you're going to find that, though, is by just doing it. Just try it. So I want to encourage you this week, today, something's going to come up that makes you uncomfortable. Do it. Just do it. And be ready to have to do it again because you'll probably suck at it. But just do it. Just do it because the you yesterday wouldn't have, but the you today can and will, right? Appreciate you guys. I hope this was helpful. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you're on this journey with me. You want to learn more about jiu-jitsu, what it's like to be a bigger person playing the game, and we'll see you next time on this journey.